is big. And it's Allen easily going in, hopping home for the touchdown. Great catch. Dawson Knox, 1st and 10. Now Allen taking off. He's got all kinds of room. And slides down at the 22-yard line.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Just Simply Sports here with me. I am Kaja. And if you are a Bills fan, Bills Mafia, stand up. We took down another top contending team. We took down the Chiefs. We have now taken down the Lions. We are a force to be reckoned with. Josh Allen is officially MVP. I don't want to hear anything else about who is MVP outside Josh Allen. Yes, Saquon has been Saquon, if that's a word, all season long. He's done great things, but hands down, Josh Allen is the MVP. I'm just going to play a little bit of this post-game press conference, but Bills Mafia, stand up. We know what time it is already. Super Bowl contending Buffalo Bills. I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Well, I think, again, the mindset that we got this week was win every play. Whatever the play was, find a way to execute at the highest level. Focus on the next one, and guys made some really good plays there.
Defense, down, special, that's a lot of good. How big is it?
Oh, awesome. Young guys stepped up. It's good to see them playing within themselves, and that's a really good team that just played. And it's come out here, a tough environment, and with the victory, going into our last 3 weeks, obviously, it's good.
I think, talks about your patience being something you notice. There's a lot of time where you're stepping up, stepping back, moving right, kind of going about and just staying about. So, talking about extending plays, is that something that you got to do better or anything?
We work on it. Scramble drills got to be one of our best plays, and our receivers know that. They're just finding ways to get open when the play breaks down a little bit and try to extend plays when it's not there. We've had some success on it. And still a couple times probably put the ball in harm's way. So again, let's see guys get plays.
You got the contribution from your running backs.
Yeah, it was awesome tonight. I know Ty had a big game receiving. Ray and the short yardage stuff and scoring a touchdown. The Jimbo running really hard. I take credit to our offensive line for giving them opportunities to go and make them look.
What's the meme that showed in the last month that you had the ones to get into stuff?
Again, we're just trying to find ways to win, and this is gonna help us in the long run. But still, a lot of things that we can learn from this game, take away. Still, offensively, I think we need to find some more.
I always love when people come out and they say the right things. I feel like he's saying some of the right things now. I love Josh Allen. I love my Buffalo Bills, but you got to look at both sides. I can't just look at what they did great and then gloss over what they didn't do so great. Now, in that first half, Josh Allen was completely dominant. He took over. He does what Josh Allen needs to do, and he did it quite well. He's been taking care of the ball so great this season. I'm just so happy and just proud. I think he's just having a really, really wonderful season. I'm not saying he hasn't had great seasons prior, but like I said before, it just feels like there was something different going on with him this season. I don't know if it's his newfound engagement. I don't know if it's Stephon being gone, Gabe not being there. I don't know if it's all the naysayers at the beginning of the season that were like, Josh Allen, can they do it? How can they look? He needs Stephon. He can't play without him. I don't know if that's what has the extra battery in his back, so to speak, carrying that chip on his shoulder. But this team is just looking like, they just look amazing. Now, problematic, the defense can be a little bit problematic at times. For example, when they come out and they start off hot, they were great, right? But in the second half, they came out right out of halftime, scored a touchdown. But they kind of allowed the Lions to get back in the game. The man-to-man coverage does not seem to work from them. Those one-on-one matchups almost always end up with the opponent catching the ball and getting the yards. There are times when they're successful, but more times than not, they're not. And they're allowing, you have a quarterback like Jared Goff who is talented. He's not my quarterback, Josh Allen, but he is still talented. And he has one hell of an arm, and he knows how to throw that ball downfield. If you're going against someone like that in the playoffs, people are going to be playing much harder at that point because everybody knows it's one and done, and no one wants to have their season over. Everybody at that point wants to get to the Super Bowl, right? So when you have situations like that, they have to get stronger because you're going to have teams like that. Everyone's not going to play the way you want them to play, in the style and the coverages that best suit you and your team. And when you come across those teams like that, because they closed the gap, they had a nice margin. And if you look at the ending score, it was a 6 point game. That last onside kick, which was different than the first one, could have went either way. I will say I feel like this might have been an overtime game if with Dan Campbell if he did not do that whole onside kick because Josh Allen didn't have any interceptions. Neither did Jared Goff. But when it came to that onside kick, 12 minutes left, it did not make any sense at all. There was no need to do it. Dan Campbell, I love that he's a risk taker. I always say this. There's nothing wrong with taking risks. You have to know when and where. Situational football. There was no need to take that risk right then and there. You had just scored on back-to-back drives. There was no need to come at that point and just say, okay, we're going to go ahead and do it, and try something else. Just do what you just did. It was already working. There was no need to do that. And you gave the Bills another opportunity and they scored. So Dan Campbell, I just need him because he cost the team last year in the playoffs. And there's been some times this year I'm like, Dan, I love the fact that you were like this fearless leader, and the team has the same identity. I mean, they were ravaged with injuries. They had Montgomery go out, and then the other guy went out. I'm like, man, Aiden Hutchinson's already out. They can't take any more, too many more hits on the defensive side. Otherwise, everything is just going to be strictly offense. They're going to have to score 40 points, 50 points, dare I say 60 points to win a game when you have a defense that just is missing all kinds of key pieces. Only but so many backups that you're going to have to put in the game. You know what I mean? But for those reasons, I need Dan Campbell to just sometimes relax or to let his fellow coaches be like, Coach, let's not do it right now. He's the head coach, so respectfully, I know you're the head coach, but I think that we should just save this and do something different. You know what I mean? Not right now, maybe a little bit later. You know what I mean? Respectfully, of course, because he is the head coach. You don't want to step on his toes. But man, back to my Bills. I'm so happy for my Bills. They won this game, hands down. They look great, aside from what I said in the defense. We got to clean that up. But overall, the Buffalo Bills can contend with anyone. They are the only team to take down both the Chiefs and the Lions. And that just speaks to their greatness and what they're capable of. Say what you want to say, but my Bills had the opportunity to be right there in New Orleans in the Super Bowl. I'm calling it now. Bills Mafia again, stand up because we got the dub. Let's go. I'll see you on the next video.